Second question is, according to us, I think this is fourth one, right? We have already done 3 questions of business and profession, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let us start this next question. Satyajit furnishes the following profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2020. These are the expenses and these are incomes on the credit side. And we have a few adjustments also. Depreciation on building as per income tax act rules is 4,000, but here it is given 6,500. So this will be disallowed first, 6,500, and 4,000 will be allowable. Salary include payment to Charulata, a relative of rupees 10,000, which is excessive to the extent of rupees 6,000. Now he says Charulata is a relative of Mr. Satyajit. Now she may be working in his company. Okay, so she is eligible to get the salary, but because she is relative and therefore he is giving to Charulata more salary than others. So what is the excessive payment? Excessive payment is rupees 6,000. So 10,000 is given as a salary to Charulata, but 6,000 is excessive payment. Excessive means ज़्यादा दे दिया. दूसरों के comparison से, as compared to others, she is being given more salary of rupees 6,000. That means others are getting 4,000, but she is getting 10,000. So how much is the excessive payment? 6,000. So that will be disallowed. 4,000 is okay. Okay, but 6,000 is a given excessive payment. No, so 6,000 will be disallowed because she is a relative and therefore she is being given what to say, excessive payments. Therefore, it will be disallowed. Last, income tax rule prescribes depreciation on intangible assets 25%. Can you see on the debit side we have a few intangible assets like patents acquired, cost of know-how. Okay, these are intangible assets, no? And on these intangible assets we will have to uh, apply 25% depreciation. Okay, so let us start with the question. Write down SSC Mr. Satyajit. Legal status individual. We have previous year 1920, assessment year 2021, and PAN card number.
Neil.
Yes, nil. Okay, so write down the statement heading, computation of income from business or profession. Computation of income from business or profession. Always remember we should start first with, tell me, we
Net
should start
profit.
first with net profit. Very good. Write down net profit as per P&L account. Net profit as per P&L account, and it is 74,000 and it should be written in the outer column. Now next line, add expenses disallowed. Where we need to find this particular item.
Ma'am, debit side and adjustments.
Very good, Shubham. It is debit side and adjustment. So there are two different sides that we need to find this particular item. Okay, so one by one we will look at first debit side and then we will shift to down on the adjustments. First is salary. Should we disallow? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, we should not disallow because it is related to the business and profession. Very good. General expenses, should we disallow? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, because it is related. Reserve for bad debts, should we disallow? Yes, tell me, should we disallow reserve for bad debts?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
very
Disallow.
ma'am.
good. Yes. Why yes? Why did you say yes?
Reserve should be disallowed.
Yeah, because it is reserves. It is for the future. It may or may not occur in the future. No, this type of expenses is my doubt that I will incur in the future. Okay, I may incur in the future rather. Okay, so any kind of reserves, any kind of provisions, proposed dividend, such kind of expenses are not allowed. Therefore, if it is shown in the P&L, we need to take it out. We need to disallow, we need to discard. Okay, write down reserve for bad debts 1500, inner column. Reserve for bad debts 1500, inner column. Now, next, patents acquired on 1st April 2019, that means a year ago, 1 year. It has been completing 1 year from now. Okay, today we are making the account for 31st March 2020. No? So patents are acquired on 1st April 2019. Exactly 1 year. So 21,000 is the cost of patents acquired. Tell me, will it be disallowed, allowed? What has to be done with it? We need to disallow or not?
No, ma'am.
Why no?
Ma'am, because related to business, ma'am.
Yes, it is related to business, but still we will disallow. Can anybody tell me the reason? We will disallow. Can anybody tell me the reason? Let me tell you. Always remember, this is P&L account. P&L account is made of all the expenses and the incomes which are revenue in nature. Revenue means which occurs every month, which occurs every 15 days, which occurs every second month, right? Conveyance expenses, printing and
Yes,
stationery,
ma'am.
depreciation. These expenses occur very frequently and therefore it is known as revenue expenses and revenue incomes. Revenue means which occurs very frequently. Patents acquired and cost of know-how is my tangible fixed assets. And always remember, tangible fixed assets are shown in balance sheet, not in P&L. You show plant and machinery, land and building, vehicle purchased, car purchased. You show it in P&L account or you show it in the balance sheet.
Balance sheet, ma'am.
Balance sheet. Likewise, these are tangible fixed assets, no, land and building, plant and machinery. Likewise, we have intangible fixed assets. But whether it is intangible or it is tangible, it has to be shown in the balance sheet. Why you have kept it in the P&L? P&L account is not made for capital expenditure. It is capital expenditure, not revenue expenditure. Capital means long term. Patents once purchased will not be purchased again and again. No. Are you getting my point? It is capital expenditure. Once purchased, then I mean free from purchase of patents for 10 years, 20 years. It is long-term asset. And these are my assets. These are not my expenses. These are my assets. Okay, so assets always are reflected in the balance sheet. What are they are doing in P&L? So let us take it out of the P&L. Okay. So because it is shown on the debit side, therefore it is to be treated as an expense. And because it is an expense which should not be shown in the P&L, so we need to take it out. So that is expenses disallowed. Add expenses disallowed because it is deducted in the name of expenses, and therefore we need to add it back. Write down. Patents acquired, inner column 21,000. You can write the reason because it is capital expenditure and shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Write down. Patents acquired, bracket, write down in the bracket, because it is capital expenditure and shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. And shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Inner column 21,000. Same for cost of know-how. Cost of know-how means there is a technique that somebody knows how to make certain things like computer, like palm top, laptop, or you can say software, or you can say a battery. So anything which is related to a technical thing, okay, and somebody knows how to make it. So you are asking him to let you know how did he make that particular technical thing, and for that he will charge a huge amount for you, I mean from you. Okay, so that particular thing is known as cost of know-how. Cost of know-how. Know-how means how did he make. You need to know how that particular thing is made. Technically, that software, how he made, that you want to know. So to know, you need to pay some cost to him. Suppose there is a battery which will run for 2 days without charging. Okay, so somebody knows how to make it. Somebody has a technique how to make it. So you will pay him. You will pay him. Cost is something that you pay to somebody. So you will pay him because you want to know how did he make. That is known as cost of know-how. Okay, cost of know-how. Know how did he make it. Do you understand what I am trying to explain? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it is also intangible asset, intangible fixed assets, because you cannot. I mean, there is not particular any physical commodity that you are purchasing. You are taking knowledge, and knowledge can never be seen. No, it is intangible. It can be felt. It cannot be seen. So it is cost of know-how. So cost of know-how is intangible fixed asset. Intangible fixed asset. But it is fixed asset. It should have been shown in the balance sheet. But it is wrongly shown in the P&L. So let us take it out from the P&L. Write down cost of know-how. Bracket, same reason. Because it is capital expenditure and it has to be shown in the balance sheet. It has to be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. So the inner column is 6,000. Inner column 6,000. Okay. Next, depreciation on building. Do we need to disallow?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? It is related to business, no? Why we need to disallow? See, we have not come to adjustments. Yet we are on the debit side only. So looking at only the debit side, will you disallow the depreciation on building?
No, ma'am.
No. So you don't have to look at the don't have to look at the adjustments. because we are on the debit side. So looking at only the debit side, you have to think. Okay. Next is building extension. You extended the building on 1st October 2019, 40,000. So building extended is our fixed asset again. See, depreciation on
Yes,
building is
ma'am.
okay, but building extension means building को बढ़ाया. So you have tried to extend your building. So assets are increased. If you are increasing your length of the building, or you are making another building, okay, so it is your asset, no, it is your fixed asset. What is the purpose of showing it in the P&L? It is wrongly debited to P&L. Therefore we need to take it out. Right out. Building extension 40,000. Building extension 40,000. And in the bracket you will write same reason, it is capital expenditure. And it has to be shown on the asset side of balance sheet. Next, to rent. And the amount of building extension is 40,000 inner column. To rent. Tell me, rent is to be disallowed or not to be disallowed?
Ma'am, not to be disallowed.
Very good, not. Because rent is rent, it can be related to your factory, no? It can be related to your business. Okay, shop rent, okay, factory rent, office rent, it can be related to that. If they are at all giving you the adjustment, then we will do it accordingly. But right now we are on the debit side. Printing and stationery. Do we disallow it?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. Conveyance?
No.
Conveyance? No. Sales tax? Sales tax disallow or not to be disallowed? Come on. Car
No, ma'am.
sales? Yes. No,
Ma'am,
because it
no.
is related. Yes, because it is related to sales. And sales is your income of the business. Therefore, sales tax will be expense of your
Related
business.
to business.
Yes. This particular expense is related to the business. Okay. Okay. Now come to the adjustment. Now he says depreciation on building as per income tax act rules is 4,000. So 4,000 is allowable. So how much is to be disallowed first? The old wala amount. Which is the old wala amount?
6,500.
Disallow it. Very good. Come on. Disallow. Completely disallow. Write down depreciation on building 6,500. Here only expenses disallowed. Depreciation on building 6,500 inner column. We will allow it. 4,000 we will allow. But right now we are on the heading of expenses disallowed. Salary include payment to Charulata, a relative of rupees 10,000, which is excessive to the extent of rupees 6,000. See, she is given a salary of 10,000. But how much is given extra to her? Because she is a relative, therefore 6,000 is given extra. Excessive means more. More payment is given to her. And how much is more than others?
6,000.
Very good. So how much is to be disallowed? 10,000, 6,000 or 4,000?
Ma'am, 4,000.
No. With excessive payment is 6,000.
6,000.
No. Here clearly it is written that excessive payment is 6,000. Excessive means कितना ज़्यादा दिया. 6,000 is given more than the others. That means to others, he is giving 4,000. But to Miss Charulata, he is giving rupees 10,000. To others, 4,000. To relative, 10,000. So how much is the excessive payment? 4,000 is okay. But how much is the excessive payment?
6,000.
6,000.
Yes. So with the excessive payment will be disallowed. It is not formal payment that is given to others. No. If she was getting a 4,000 salary, then it was okay. But now she is getting 10,000 rupees. So 6,000 is extra. Okay. So let us discard this amount, 6,000 rupees. Write down salary to relative. Salary to relative, or you can write excessive salary to relative. Excessive salary to relative. Inner column 6,000. Expenses disallowed में लिख रहे हैं हम, ठीक है ना? Excessive salary to relative 6,000. Next, income tax rule prescribes depreciation on intangible assets 25%. So intangible assets are two: patents and cost of know-how. On this 25% depreciation we have to allow. So first we need to disallow the older depreciation. Do we have the old depreciation in the P&L related to intangible assets? Do we have?
No, ma'am.
No. So nothing to be disallowed. Only 25% is to be allowed. See, always we have two steps, no? One, old wala amount is disallowed and new wala amount is allowed. But here he says on the patents and cost of know-how, we need to apply the depreciation 25%. That means it is to be allowed. But the first step is always, remember, it is to be disallowed. What amount is to be disallowed? The old wala amount, which is in the P&L. But we don't have any such kind of depreciation in the P&L related to patents and cost of know-how. So nothing is to be disallowed because it is not there only. If it is not there, how can I disallow? Okay, so the second step is only to be done. That is to allow 25%. And we are on the heading of disallow. So I think this point is not related to disallow. Am I right? This point is not related to disallow. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So simple. See, so simple, as I said. Okay. So I think all the adjustments are done. The debit side is also done. So get me the total of expenses disallowed in the outer column. Get me the total. Tell me what is the total of inner column.
Ma'am, 81,000.
81,000 in the outer column. Okay. All others agree? Is it 81? Jaya has given me 81,000 in the chat box. Shubham has also told 81,000. All others have got 81,000 rupees.
Yes, ma'am. 81,000.
Okay, great. Great. Come on. Next. Write down next heading. Less expenses allowable. That is our second heading. Less expenses allowable. Okay. It has only to be find out.
Adjustments.
Very good. In the adjustments, we need to find it out. So first adjustment, tell me, is it related to allowable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How much we need to allow the
Yes, ma'am.
depreciation on building? How much?
4,000.
4,000. Very good.
4,000.
Very good. Write down. Depreciation on building inner column 4,000. Why inner column? Because we have depreciation on intangible assets also. The third adjustment, which we need to allow. Write down. Depreciation on building inner column 4,000. Now second adjustment. Second adjustment was related to expenses disallowed. We have already done it. Now come to third adjustment. It is income tax rules prescribe depreciation on intangible assets 25%. So there are two intangible assets. Come on, write down. The way I am telling you, Please write it down in the same way. Write down depreciation on intangible assets. Depreciation on intangible assets. Make a bracket. There only. Make a bracket. How many are the intangible assets? Can you tell me? Looking at the debit side.
Ma'am, two.
2. Very good. 2 are the intangible assets. So, which are the two? Patents and cost of know-how. Now, in the bracket, you need to write the cost of patents and cost of technical know-how. So, you will write 21,000 plus 6,000. Write down in the bracket 21,000 plus 6,000. These are the costs of two intangible assets. 21,000 plus 6,000 is equals to how much?
27,000, ma'am.
Yes, don't close the bracket.
27,000.
Yes, don't close the bracket. Yes, very good. 27,000 into 25 percentage. Depreciation का rate दिया हुआ ना. In look at the third adjustment, depreciation rate is given 25 percentage.
6,750.
This amount you have to write it in the inner column. In the bracket, you have to write 21,000 plus 6,000 is equals to 27,000 into 25 percentage bracket close. And what was the amount? Please, can you repeat it?
6,750, ma'am.
Yeah, 6,750 it will be written in the inner column. So add. Now all the adjustments are done. We have to find only in the adjustment. Less expenses allowable is to be found out in the adjustments. And all adjustments are done. So there are two items. Add all the two items and bring it to the outer column.
Ma'am, 10,750.
But this amount has to be,
10,750.
yeah, but this amount has to be put
Bracket.
in the bracket. Very
Bracket.
good. Very good. 10,000. Repeat again, please. 10,000.
750, ma'am.
750 will be put it in the bracket. Will be put in the bracket. Okay. Now third heading. What is the third heading? Can you please tell me?
Ma'am, less income not to be shown.
Very good. Good job. Less incomes not to be shown or related to other heads. So where it will be? Where
Ma'am,
it will
credit
be?
sign and adjustments.
Very good. But if you can see,
Credit and
no
adjustment.
adjustment is given related to income. All of the adjustments are related to the expenses. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So adjustments are gone. Only credit side we have to see. Tell me, how many incomes are there on the credit side?
2.
Yes, two, interest and dividend. So tell me, for both of them, tell me, is it related to business income? Are these two incomes related to business incomes?
No.
No, very good. It is related to other sources. Always remember interest, dividend, whatever we earn is my extra income. And whatever is my extra is other sources. The fifth head, income from other sources. So it is related to next heading, next head of income, other sources. So what are these income doing in P&L that is related to business? We need to take it out from here. To take incomes out, we need to deduct. So it is less income from other heads. Write down interest 6,000 inner column, dividends 4,000 inner column. Interest 6,000 inner column, dividend 4,000 inner column. Add all these expenses, bring it to the outer column and put it in brackets because we need to deduct. So what is the total in the outer column?
10,000.
Yes,
Ma'am,
10,000.
10,000.
Yes, 10,000 will be brought to the outer column and please put the same amount in the bracket.
Bracket.
Yes. Okay, last heading, fourth heading. Can you tell me the fourth heading?
Ma'am, add income to be shown.
Very good. Add incomes to be shown. To be shown means here on the credit side, it will not be there because it is related to business, but they have not shown, and therefore we need to show, we need to add. But where we need to locate, where we need to find?
Ma'am, only
Adjustment.
adjustments.
Only adjustments. Very good. So is there any adjustment related to the income that is to be shown?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
No. Very good. Very good. There is no any, no, I mean, there is, what to say? No income is given in the adjustments, that is kept hidden. Okay. And that is not shown in the P&L. There is no such income available in the adjustment. Okay, so we just need to simply put nil in the outer column because there is zero incomes available in the adjustments. Therefore, outer column nil. Outer column nil. Okay. Now tell me the total net taxable income from business and profession. Please
One
don't
lakh
forget.
34,250.
Okay. Don't forget to start from net profit. Net profit 74,000. एंड उसमें हमको ऐड करने एक्सपेंसेस डिसअलाउड वाला टोटल, लेस करने एक्सपेंसेस अलाउएबल वाला टोटल, और लेस करना है इनकम्स नॉट टू बी शोन वाला टोटल, एंड गेट मी द टोटल. सो फाइनल आंसर इज 1,34,250. करेक्ट. 1,34,250. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Yes. So 4 minutes are pending for us. So let us take a break and then we will join after 5 minutes. Huh?
Okay, ma'am.
After 5 minutes, we will join.